Absolutely, thank you.
Do you need this?
Yes, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christopher. I can see some tired eyes here today, so if I may propose, can you please rise up? Just 10 seconds to shake your legs and your arms, get some bloodstream. Thank you very much. I'm from Montlibre Group in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm here today for the second time in the Nordic Cleantech Open to present an impact revolution called xGeo. This is, in simple words, the world's first magnetic camera for planet Earth. All what we have heard about today are amazing innovations in various fields of new energy, new resources, etc., etc. The truth is today that we are still using, on a global basis, or between 70 to 80% fossil fuels. And the reason why the numbers are increasing is that it's all linked to the populated parts of the world, like China and India. So whatever we do here in the Nordic region, it doesn't even enter into the statistics. The problem today in the geological, first of all, I'm here today to invite you into an investment of approximately €500,000, which will be used for a turnkey ready, patented ready solution with organization, everything. And the money will only be used for scaling the marketing of this technology to respond to our growing pipeline of prospects and clients. The problem today in the geological exploration industry, imagine now all the immense resources that are inside our planet. How do we find them today? Like the lithium from the previous gentleman here. How do we find these resources? This is a very cumbersome process today. The industry is linked to typically seismic measurements or magnetic measurements or isotopic radioactive measurements of the geology. This is vastly like guessing into the wild. No accurate information. The only way to get accurate information is to do a geochemical test of a drill sample. So the industry is all focused on core sample drilling. It costs millions and millions of dollars and takes many, many years to do. And it's only like when your mother sticks a toothpick into a cake. She gets a very good understanding of that exact location, but she knows nothing about the volume that needs to be explored. So it's also a wild guessing technology. We introduce a revolution here into the industry. This is based on an all-digital, turnkey-ready system solution using a new science called pulsed electromagnetic sounding. We use a mobile digital device. Think of it as a smartphone. We emit and we receive a response echo from the deep geology several kilometers into the bedrock. This echo signal that we collect is completely just digital noise. No one can understand it. But we have developed a software whereby we can visualize this data and show that on 7.4 kilometers below us, you have copper or iron or lithium. Why is this important? First of all, it revolutionizes the efficiency in the exploration, but it's also the key to enable next generation exploration, much more sustainable exploration. Here in Sweden, the mining industry has massive challenges to get authorization for mining because they disturb the environment, the society, with dust and noise and contamination, etc., etc. Here you get surgical precision and you can do keyhole surgery into the bedrock to find the resources. This is how we do our service. We don't manufacture any equipment, only our own equipment, of course, but what we deliver to our clients is a service. We scan an area, like a football field in small scale, or as we are planning to do now, the entire peninsula of Singapore, using helicopters and drones, or even sea vessels. This technology works perfect also offshore, which is, by the way, the next big revolution in mining, sea bottom mining. We have an excellent team of world-leading geologists and geotechnical scientists that have developed this, combined with business experts. Myself, I've made several exits My most recent one was in the next generation deep geothermal energy technology that is today explored in China. The massive industry and market that we are addressing is of course the mining sector, looking for iron and copper and lithium and cobalt and whatnot, but also the expanding deep geothermal industry. Companies like Ivor in Canada with their new Ivor Loop, the closed loop solution. We have a competitive advantage. Our technology is able to analyze down to 10 kilometers into the bedrock, beyond any human exploration today. We have a cost effectiveness that no one can meet today. We have a first mover advantage. Yes, this is patented, double, both on technology and system engineering. The traction we are responding to today are mines in Sweden. We have been commissioned by the government of the Caribbean island of Dominica to help them with a geothermal project pre-study. And as I mentioned, in Singapore, trying to build the first smart city in the world. We are working with the European Union on the DEEP project, the biggest development in deep geological exploration. We just received a grant from Swedish Almi, and after this I'm going directly to China to participate in the biggest entrepreneur competition in the world in Shenzhen. Yes. So the opportunity in conclusion is 500,000 for a turnkey-ready patented solution with organization, only for marketing. It can be grown to up to 25% according to our 3-year plan. And the possibility of exit, if you think in those terms. Here you see some coded company names that are on the target list, the biggest players in the world. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
You're not going to stay for questions?
Of course.
Okay, questions?
Please. Just to make sure that I understand it correctly, so it can scan through the bedrock to 10 kilometers deep, and how does it look from point of view of false positives and false negatives? So is there any calibration needs to be done regarding the technology, or are you always 100% accurate that your analysis is correct, that you know what there is and what elements to be found underneath the bedrock?
100% no, but if you are fine with 90%, then yes. This has been tested and successfully verified all over the planet, in North America, South America, Africa, Europe, in variable geological conditions. We have found gas, water, oil, diamonds, lithium, cobalt, anything.
Follow-up question, just because it's so interesting. You mentioned also the other use case in locating good locations for geothermal spots. So is that kind of use case easier?
Yes, very much so. As I mentioned earlier, I used to work a few years back together with the ownership of ST1 in Finland, building one of the most advanced deep geothermal plants in Helsinki. This project unfortunately has failed until now, not due to lack of exploration technology, due to lack of visibility in the bedrock on 6.4 kilometers under Helsinki. And they lack our technology to visualize how to close the loop and to build the heat exchanger. It's as simple as that. So unfortunately, ST1 has got stuck into their conventional technology, which is based on fractures. That's a very, very difficult and very, very challenging proposition. We are talking about closed loop, and to be able to do that, you need to see with surgical eyes down there. Thank you.
Jenny, Kaisa, and Martin.
I just wanted to know if you are interested in space mining as well. Have you looked into that?
Absolutely, very much so. As you know, NASA, among others, have projects trying to explore minerals on the moon and other planets. And there is a vast need for technology in this area. So we are very much geared to work also with the space industry, whether it be SpaceX with Elon Musk or with NASA and the conventionals.
Thank you for your presentation. This might be a bit of a basic question, but what do you use to survey the land that you're looking at? Do you have to physically be there, or using satellite data?
Very good question. Think if I'm walking with my laptop in the nature, scanning like a chessboard, a football field. That's in simple words how you do it, but typically our clients want to scan larger areas. The government of Singapore now wants us to scan 270 square kilometers. This will be done with helicopters. We're flying in low speed at 100 meters height, and our 7 kilo mobile equipment sends out and receives this digital response data. And then we go home to our office and do the analysis. And by the way, in the future, this analysis will be partially taken over by support of artificial intelligence to reduce the enormous manual work today to do the analysis of this echo data. But you can go with a sea vessel, you can carry it on your stomach, you can fly with a drone or a helicopter. It's all a question of the size that you want to scan.
Last question, Martin?
It almost sounds too good to be true, so I'm wondering what is the catch? Because I know, I mean, oil exploration in Norway, they have spent, you know, so many years surveying the shelf. So, and it seems like here a small machine can do this, you know, in seconds with super high accuracy.
Very good question, and this is not the first time I get this question or response. I've heard it before, it sounds too good to be true. I say the following: don't take my words for it, challenge us, invite us for a pilot or a test in your location, and we will demonstrate it for you. We wouldn't have received double patents, we wouldn't have been recognized by the government of Singapore and ALMI in Sweden and many, many others if the technology is not viable. But again, don't take my word for it, we are now, with funding from ALMI in Sweden, doing a local certification here in Sweden. So we will be able to tell those guys at LKAB, Boliden, Atlas Copco, etc. that we are talking to, here are the proofs that it's working. Don't take my word for it, just invite us and challenge us. We have a turnkey-ready organization and technology. We have also prepared, together with a Swedish law firm, a ready Europe-wide patent application to expand and following steps that beyond North America, obviously China. I'm going to China now, but I'm not going to transfer our technology to China. I'm just opening a representative office in Shenzhen. That's the only objective. I wouldn't let the Chinese guys take our technology. That we shall keep here in Europe. This is our future gem.
Okay, thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank
Thank you. So next company is Over Easy Solar coming from Norway. Trygve, welcome.
Yeah, I can.
So first you go to China, then to the moon.
Hi, I'm Trygve. I'm the CEO and founder of Over Easy Solar.